Hey, all right. I am going to share with you the most important thing that I have learned yet. Any guesses? Okay, I'm going to give it to you right away because I just can't wait. But the most important thing that I have learned yet is to not be afraid to ask for help, to ask for advice, to be curious, to ask for mentorship, to ask questions, to not be afraid to do those things. That has been my key to success at this far. And man, I got a long ways to go still. So I got to keep asking questions. I have to keep seeking mentorship. I have to keep being curious, and I have to keep learning, because this is how we learn. And there's no better way to learn than from other people's experience. Crazy, right? Like, let them do the work. Sorry, I got all caught up, but I'm going to share with you what this looked like for me and kind of my journey through not being afraid and not being fearful of asking for help, asking for advice, asking for mentorship, because this has been seriously so key. Okay, so I kind of made like a little bit of a timeline of how this has helped me, and also where I should have been doing this way more. Okay, so I did not do this enough in middle school and high school. I wish that somebody would have told me to do this, to go ask questions, to ask for advice, to be curious, to seek mentorship. I didn't do it enough. And one thing I did is I did ask my mom for help in a lot of different ways, and I don't know if that's because of our relationship or our friendship, but I did ask my mom for help. A lot of times it was in like panic mode. If I remember having projects for school, and maybe like I had waited till the last minute, which is very unlike me. But I do remember staying up late working on random projects, and she was always there to help. And trust me, you guys, Mom and Dad are usually and almost 100% always down to help you out, because they love you. So the other thing is I didn't ask enough about college. I didn't learn about what people were studying. I didn't ask enough people that had been in college, what was your experience? What would you have done differently? What did you like learning? What classes do you suggest? What majors do you wish that you would have done or not done? I didn't ask enough questions about college, and I went in not knowing a whole lot. So I would just set up some time to talk to some other people who have been in college, who have had that college experience. Maybe they have the degree that you are interested in seeking, or you're interested in learning and getting educated in. Also, if you're listening to this, you're probably an athlete, and you need to talk to more athletes. This is something else I didn't do. I wish I would have talked to so many more college softball players, asked them about their experience. What did they learn? How can I prepare better? And I know a lot of the girls are asking me these things, so that is good. The other thing was about, the careers that I was interested in, and you guys are going to laugh when I tell you the things that I was interested in when I was in high school and in middle school. I watched a lot of like CSI, Law and Order. I wanted to be like a detective or in forensic science. I was seriously looking at forensic science schools, colleges around the United States. But what else was I at one point wanted to work at SeaWorld, but that was when I was really little. Anyway, but I didn't go seek out people doing those things. I didn't seek out anybody in the FBI or in the police force or even in that general area. Other than that, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I think that I might want to stay in sports. So maybe I should have reached out to some people that I knew who were working in sports, whether it was coaches or broadcasters or people working in the athletic departments. I should have been reaching out to those people and asking them, what do they like about their job? What can I gain from their knowledge? What can I gain from their experiences? So that I have a better idea of what the heck I want to do. I did do this. I got a little bit better in college. Okay. I did ask for help, for advice a lot more when I got into college, because man, they just start getting crazier. As you get older, things like you have more responsibilities, you got to figure things out. So I did ask for help a lot more in college, and I asked questions, asked for advice. And that looked like, when I was later in my college career, when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do after softball was going to be over, I was on LinkedIn. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a professional Facebook, a professional Instagram, a professional social network. And I was reaching out to all the alum who were doing things that I was merely interested in. So I reached out to alum of Northwestern. I reached out to softball alum from Northwestern. I was setting up informational interviews. I was asking them what they were doing. What was it like? Can I come follow you around for the day? I just want to get the experience. I want to know if this is something that I want to do when I'm done with school. I asked a lot of parents on the teams, parents of friends that I know, and set up interviews and informational interviews and asked them questions about what they were doing, or if it was something that would be of interest to me. Staff, coaches, I had tutoring. I had to ask for help in my studies. I had to get help with my homework, or else I don't know what I would have done. So I asked for help with tutors, sports psychologists, which I should have been paying more attention, because I sure do love the mental side of things, if you caught that. I was asking help from my teammates. My teammates were in some of the same classes I was. There's no shame in asking for help. Hey, so-and-so, can you help me with this homework assignment? I'm totally lost. I don't get it. It's okay not to get things. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to ask for help. And my parents, of course, were on that list as well. And then going into the adulting life, life after school, life after softball. And I ask and talk to anybody that was doing anything that I was interested in, because I was still trying to figure it out. And I still, we're all still trying to figure out all the time. So don't be afraid to ask for help. I send messages, I send DMs to people I don't even know, but I'm like, oh my gosh, that girl's doing something really cool. I would love to get to know her. I have made so many friendships and so many relationships with people I never knew before, but I just sent them a message because I am not afraid to do that. I will say, I am fearless when it comes to that. I'm like, whatever, if they don't want to talk to me, that's okay. But this led me to my first and second jobs, because I put myself out there and I asked questions and I wanted to know more about what that person was doing. So first and second job, it led to me being in real estate and understanding real estate better and buying my first home and my second home. It led me to learn more about money and retirement, which is stuff that we don't get to learn in school. So we got to learn it from someone. So ask for help, right? This led me to my mentor, my coach, my go-to, Amanda Walker. This led me to Positive Coaching Alliance, which has opened up a lot of doors. And that was another, sent a message to somebody I did not know. And she was like, yeah, let's get on a FaceTime call. And she lived in California. I live in Arizona. It was awesome. Shout out to Marty Reed. And then, another thing is, it led me to owning my own business right here today, and I get to talk to you and do the things that I love, which is mentoring teen girl athletes or girl athletes to help them level up, to help them build confidence. And it's all because I asked a whole lot of questions. I asked for help. I didn't do it alone, and I learned from other people's experience. The other thing, don't be afraid, because people love to share. People love to help, and they love to talk about themselves. So it's easy. And remember, the worst thing that they can say is no. And then you just move on. You find someone else. You find someone else that's interesting. So that is the most important thing that I have learned yet.